shoot. Hello and welcome. So in this video, we're doing another game of Roll a Prompt. In this game, I put up 6 categories. Under each category are 6 word prompts. So I'm going to roll to see which prompt I get. And then I'm going to create an artwork using that prompt. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? What category are we going to get? 6. Yay. Okay. So category 6 is color. Ooh. All right. What color is going to be our main focus of this artwork? Let's see. 4. Number 4. Yellow. Ooh, interesting. I think I have just the piece I want to work on. And I think today I'm going to be working in gouache and in my art journal. This is the BAOHONG Student Hot Press. So let's get started. All right, so I'm working with my Hemi gouache, and I've got a couple of colors of Holbein here as a backup. I've taped off my page, and I've gone in very lightly with my color erase pencil, but I'm going to darken it just a little bit. Here is the pencil I used to sketch it off so you can see. Also, any of the materials that I use here will be listed down below in my Amazon affiliates. Okay. I think I'm going to just come in with a pencil. All right, so I'm just getting my lines in there. I feel pretty good about that. There we go. All right, so I feel pretty good about the drawing. Okay, let's get to painting. Okay, so my prompt was yellow, so I'm gonna make sure I do a lot of nice yellow around the background here and around the tips of the flowers. I'm gonna use just a bit of this yellow ochre color and kind of get that mixed in there because I don't want my yellow to be so bright. And I'd like to have a light, medium, and dark. Okay, I'm gonna bring some of that over here and I'm gonna mix a lighter color. And I'm gonna add some white to it. All right, that's a nice light color there. So now I'm gonna determine that my sun's coming down here. So this is gonna be the lightest part. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with the dark side and come to the light. Okay. I'll make sure I have enough of this color. This is going to be just our first layer. I do like to work in multiple layers. It's very good technique to learn. Yes, it means you have to be a little bit more patient, but that's okay. I actually like taking little breaks and stepping back for a few minutes and then coming back to it. And if you're not big on brush marks, I would encourage you to try to work with the largest size brush that you feel comfortable working with. I'm going to start to come in with just a little bit of the medium color here. I'm not going to worry about thinning smoothing it out quite yet, but I don't want it to get... Okay, and this is going to be the lighter color here. Sometimes I need to work quickly because I know that's going to dry pretty quickly. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to add in some of this lightest color here. So my suggestion is to kind of start blocking in the different tones and shades. And then I'm going to come back as the medium color here. As I said, I'll come back and smooth it over. And besides, if I do end up with some strokes, I like brush strokes. To me, if you can do them to where it adds the direction, it can texture. Brush strokes are awesome, don't get me wrong. All right, so I'm going to switch over to a little bit more of a different brush. And I'm going to try and smooth that out. Since I've got my edges done, I'll come in here and smooth that out the best I can. Because I can always go back over it again once it dries. Come in with some of that lighter color. I'm liking that. Okay. More of the medium. We're just gonna start to smooth it a bit. I like working with paint. Okay. I feel like there we go. All right, I'm gonna let that background dry. I actually think I'm gonna start on the flower before I start on the bee. And this is just like that little cone flower head. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix my colors together. Okay. Yeah, I see where I missed that. This is gonna be, I'm gonna leave some areas. Some areas are gonna be left because they're gonna either be purple as a shadow color or white highlights or yellow highlights. So be mindful of that as I come in here. Okay. And this is some of the petals here. I could have went in with the darker color, but I'm so used to painting in the light colored. I don't People say that there's a way to do it. As far as painting in the dark first and then the light. I don't know if it really matters. I do it both ways. I go back and forth between the two. And here I'm just trying to make some of these textured petals on here. And I'll be coming in and adding dark and light anyway, so we'll see. All right. One thing I want to do quickly before I forget is get a bit of this light colored mixture and come in here and fill in these gaps. I think actually by painting the light colored first, you're not dragging the dark into the you'll I don't know how to explain it. I guess if you do paint the light first, you just have to make sure when you go in with your darker that you're not contaminating your light colors. But I just find that I just go back in and I just go back in then and kind of go back and forth till I get the effect that I want. See, I'm putting some of these light colors in, but I have to remember to leave room for the dark. So yeah, I go back and forth between the two. And I'm gonna hit it with some pretty nice highlights on the edges here. Here's our sun is coming down this way. There we go. I'm gonna grab this purple color and I'm gonna start making some of the shadow colors in here. Shows us what. And there will be a color shift once this dries. That is the thing about gouache and acrylic. There's quite a color shift. But I don't ever find that it's such a shift that it too terribly affects the piece. Not in my experience anyway. I still usually get the effect and that I want. Watercolor, I find, has less of that happen. Okay. I think I'm liking that. I swear I can get lost in putting down some textures, man. Alright, I like that. Come this way with it a little. Trying to make the illusion with some petals back there. Of course, there's going to be a bit more shadow in here where he's landed there on it. I'm going to switch to a different brush. I like to vary my brushes because that keeps my brush strokes different. And I'm going to grab some more of this white. All right. And it's totally okay to leave the white of the paper too, but you do you, boo. Okay. I actually think that bringing in some of that bright yellow would be nice too. Okay. Try to get that to just fade out a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some more of this really bright yellow here. And I'm gonna drop in some of that here. Not too much. I have to be careful with it around the purple, but if we get a few brown spots, that's okay because there will be brown on the flower too. Alright. I don't want to put too much. I think I'm going to stop there on the flower. Now let's get to work on our bee. I'm going to work here. try to get that texture in there. And I'll leave the space for that. Don't want to overthink it much. I'll come into my yellow. Okay, and I'm going to do that on his back as well. And I'm going to come up with some of this yellow here. Okay. And as I come in, it's going to get a little bit lighter, which means we're going to add a little bit more white. Just letting these kind of mingle together. Okay, I'll leave that. A little bit more of this gold color on the underneath here. And I'm just kind of working on each body section. To keep this kind of a circular object here. I think it's going to come in a little bit more here. There we go. And lighten up as we get more toward the center. So our highlight is very nice and bright there. Okay. And as we get down here, it's going to get a little bit more on the golden side, kind of a brownish golden, and mixed with the black stripes. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I'm going to bring some of this golden and mix in some of this yellow ochre with it. Kind of get some of our underbelly colors in here. Okay. Oh. Leaving room for some of my black stripes there. So I kind of get a feel of the flow here. And up on this part, I'm going to get lighter. Darker. Okay, I'm going to continue that. But I'm going to skip where my black will be. I can go back over that if I need to. Okay. This is going to be lighter, so I'm going to go into my lighter yellow and white mixture. Leave that for some black. Okay. And this is more of the lighter color here on the edge. There we go. Grab some of my black. I'm actually going to go into my Holbein black because the Holbein will not get chalky on me. So I can feel confident when I drop it in here that more than likely I won't have to go over it again. Not as much anyway. Okay, I'm going to keep working my way around it. All right. And I know I've got these two here. Okay. I'm definitely going to have some of that black right here at the base of my wing. And maybe slightly up that way. Okay. I'm going to go into my eye here. Okay. I like the eyeball like that, so. Now I'm going to rinse this off and I'm going to grab some of my brown and mix it with just a bit of the Hemi black. Some of this in here is darker, but I don't want to cover up my okay. Now I'm going to go up in here just a bit, kind of start to blend that in. So, all right. I'm going to water it down. Just a little bit of this. Because I want it to be a little bit transparent here. So, there we go. Okay. Now I'll come in with a little bit of the white with it. I don't want it too opaque here, but I do want it to be of a lighter color. Alright, a little bit of the white here. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna come in with a little bit of white. Okay. Well, that was getting contaminated, so I'm gonna leave that. And I think I'm ready to work on the legs a little bit. I'll take that back. I'm gonna go in with just a bit of the white here. The legs are of a brownish black color. I'm just gonna just do my best and sketch them in. Sketch in the leg. Okay. I got this one here. Okay. And once that dries, I'm going to come in and add some more details. And it looks like we're really making progress on this. And now I'm just coming in and adding in some of my shadow, just kind of darkening areas that I feel like need to be touched up. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm gonna come in just a little bit darker here. Too much. Okay. Okay, we've got some pollen coming out here. Come in here with it. Here, I want to fill in some here that I'm going to grab some of this white, get a good amount there. So I really want some of these petals to show up. I think it's coming this way. Okay, I like that. Come back into my yellow here. Let's see if I can get that in there. It really likes this pollen. It's going to have some on its legs. Okay. Okay. And this is our bright, bright spot here. I like that. Maybe a little bit more in here. There. Now just a few here on its face. And I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy art tutorials, please subscribe and go watch this tutorial up here. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.